The Modeling History Canned Food Drive Challenge officially begins today. So remember, the Canned Food Drive lasts from today all the way through the 17th. So please bring in as much non-perishable foods, that's canned, boxes, and so forth food as possible. Remember the general timeline. This week you're going to be choosing what your historical thing that you're going to model is, and then you're going to be pitching it to your fellow classmates on Thursday so they can decide and you can decide which ones you're going to build. Remember the general rules. Your historical theme must be approved by your teacher, so tell them today before you put too much work in. And then you need to follow the rules in the process of building your models. Also, don't forget, along with bringing in the canned food, you can also bring in some recyclable materials like a little bit of cardboard or some bottles that you can build your structures out of. Okay, now to what we're doing today. So today what you're doing is you're picking your thing that has historical significance. So it could be an important historical event, could be an important person in history, could be an important invention from history. You need to pick what that is and make sure you get teacher approval that they say that it's okay to do that for your model. Then you're going to go ahead and start planning how you're going to build your model. Along with planning what you're going to build for your model, you also need to make a Google slide presentation so you can pitch your idea to the class. Your slide presentation must include what your historical significance thing is, why it's important, when was it, who was involved, and where did it happen, or where was it going on. Along with the slide presentation, you also need to make sure that you planned out and created a detailed blueprint of how you're going to build your model. You need to be able to explain to your other classmates what you have in mind, and ideally you should also figure out ways that you can divide up the work so different people can be working on different things. If your historical model was going to be George Washington crossing the Delaware, you might want to plan to have some people build the boat, some people model George Washington, some people do a background, divide up the work. Each class will get duct tape, blue painter's tape, popsicle sticks, and trash bags to clean up. Remember, you can bring in whatever non-perishable food items you want, so think about what might help you build your structure. You can also bring in recycled material, so bring some good stuff in to build with. The key rule that you must remember while you're building and thinking about your structure is that your building your structure cannot damage any of the non-perishable foods. So you got to take care not to damage the labels or boxes and so forth. We'll give you suggestions that week of the building about how to build it without damaging it. Remember, your blueprints also must be very specific. You will not get any materials to start building unless your teacher has a really good idea of how you're planning to use them. So make them specific, give details in the drawings, and explain how and what you're going to do. On Thursday, you're going to go ahead and pitch your idea to the class. And then as a class, you guys decide which structures to actually build. So make sure you do a good job thinking about it and coming up with a good presentation. Good luck, work with your team, and good luck. One final reminder. Remember, last year we did canned food structures, but this year it's a famous historical theme. So don't just focus on structures. Come up with something neat. Be creative. Get a good idea.